Hello and welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since our last video, but here we are, better late than never, just like Yamaha. Not exactly. So the good news is that Yamaha has finally launched the R3 and MT-03 in India. And that's where the good news ends because the pricing is absolutely ridiculous. The R3 is priced at 4,64,900 ex showroom Delhi, and the MT-03 is priced at 4,59,900 ex showroom Delhi. I can actually imagine the Yamaha executives having a meeting saying that, we are already selling the R15, we don't want to do anything else. That's good enough for us. But our fans just keep poking us, to bring the R3, R7, R1. Let's just get it over with, bring the smaller ones. We'll import it from some other country. I know it's gonna, slap a huge custom duty, but our fans will be happy to pay the premium. Something like that. Let's take a look at the specs. The R3 and MT-03 share the same platform. They have the same 321cc liquid-cooled parallel twin DOHC 4-valve engine that makes 42 PS of power and 29.5 Newton meters of torque. They also have the same diamond-type chassis, USD fork, monoshock, 17-inch wheels, a 14-liter fuel tank, LED lights, and an LCD display. Now back to the price. In Yamaha's defense, let me clarify that these will be a CBU.
The R3 will be imported and offered to Indian customers as a CBU. Welcome to Pure Motorcycling.
A completely built unit. That means they're manufactured in some other country and then brought to India as fully built motorcycles, and that attracts a huge import duty. Now, a week ago, Aprilia launched the RS457 for a very compelling price of 4,10,000 rupees. That's because it is manufactured right here in India. Few years ago, Kawasaki localized the production of Ninja 300 because they saw the potential of this segment and this market, and now they are selling it for 3,43,000 rupees. That is over a lakh rupee cheaper than the R3, which is a similarly spec'd motorcycle. Yes, Ninja is a decade-old motorcycle, but it is a proven product. It is a fantastic option and a very, very good value for money. Now the situation is even more baffling because Yamaha is a bigger factory, bigger operation in India compared to both the Aprilia and the Kawasaki. Yamaha is already making a buttload of commuter motorcycles for years. They have the capability to assemble or even manufacture the R3 here. They're already making a more advanced motorcycle than the R3. And that's your R15. Yes, it's a smaller motorcycle with smaller engine, but it has the Delta Box perimeter frame. It has a link type mono suspension. It also has better electronics with traction control, slipper clutch, and it gets the latest looks from the R7 and the R1, which the R3 does not get. R3 looks like a generation old design. Thankfully, MT-03 does not suffer the same fate in terms of looks. It looks fresh, it looks updated, it looks a lot like MT-09 and the MT-10. See, the sub 500cc segment is getting more and more competitive. This year, Triumph and Harley also entered the segment with their new motorcycles, and now more than ever, pricing is absolutely crucial. And you just can't ignore the fact that for over 4.5 lakh rupees, these Yamahas don't even get a color TFT display. They don't get basic features like slipper clutch, ride-by-wire. Traction control is still a stretch. Even the braking system is very mediocre. Both have a single 298mm disc at the front, and the brake caliper is not even radial mounted, it's axial mounted. That's not a very confidence inspiring setup. It may work well, but for a bike that costs so much, this just doesn't add up. Yes, these motorcycles are CBU and the build quality is very, very good, but this deal is still incomprehensible. And that's a shame really, because if you ignore the price for a moment, these are very, very good motorcycles. They are very competitive. They are still very approachable and friendly. They both have a seat height of 780mm, which is 20mm lower than the RS457 and exactly the same as the Ninja 300. At 169 kg, the Yamaha R3 is lighter than the KTM RC390 and the Aprilia RS457. The MT-03 is further 2 kgs lighter at 167 kg. Now, a while ago, Yamaha gave these motorcycles to India's top journalists for a review without revealing the price. And now the situation has changed. I'm sure it is more complicated to review them now with this pricing. Now Yamaha has promised that they will assemble these motorcycles in the future, but there's no timeline to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.